We all know the Seahawks defense stinks. It's time to stop rationalizing the failures with deep philosophical questions. What defense really is good in 2020? Sunday night marked another rock bottom as the Seahawks were only able to pressure Kyler Murray once. That's the worst number in the NFL this year. What's the solution? Stick around with my Catholic schoolboy / insurance salesman looking self to find out.
I was just kind of curious what Paul gets to see.
You are definitely living in the hindsight world today, Paul.
You got f***ing grow up, mother. Are you kidding me?
Paul Guillaume, what the hell is wrong with you?
The suggestion that I've heard the most, it's firing defensive coordinator Ken Norton. I don't really know what Ken Norton Jr. does, and I believe that this is Pete Carroll's defense, not Ken's. But let's entertain the thought anyway. What would firing Ken accomplish? But Paul, it will demand accountability from the defense. Okay, cool, you little French revolutionary rascal. You've guillotined the supposed head of your defense. So it's gonna be better now? How? Do you need to scare Seahawk players into realizing that the defense isn't good?
Fear will keep the local systems in line.
Come on, they know. Another popular suggestion. Hiring Dan Quinn, former Atlanta Falcons head coach, former Seattle Seahawks defensive coordinator, onto your coaching staff. Okay, makes sense. Quinn was defensive coordinator for the Seahawks when they won the Super Bowl. That job got him a head coaching gig in Atlanta, and he made a Super Bowl. But if he was such a brilliant defensive mind, why did the Falcons never have a good defense? Think about things from Dan Quinn's perspective. Coaching the Falcons must have been a traumatic experience. The 28-3 Super Bowl collapse, the awful start in 2019, the awful start this year, all of the epic losses, like when they forgot how to recover an onside kick. Why would you want to jump back into coaching? Given the lifestyle of an NFL coach, if I'd been fired, I'd be sleeping in like a Snorlax. Nice Pokemon reference, Paul. This morning on the Pete Carroll Show, I asked Pete what he was looking for, progress-wise, out of his defense.
All in all, I think we just need to keep finding ourselves as we bring this thing back together. I don't feel like we've been at full strength. I don't think that we've seen the best of us. I think it's going to come here in time, and we're going to have a chance to see us. It's a long season. Our fundamentals are solid. We know what we're doing. We're working hard at it. We did have a couple mistakes like you do, but those eliminated, getting back to full strength. We need to see what Jamal looks like when he gets back in with us and see how that factors, because we were really, really excited about what he was bringing. He'll be back soon, and I think we just got to keep hanging in there until we find it. And looking forward to getting a little boost from Dale Taylor when he comes back, and things like that, and just continuing to grow. And we have to fight staying healthy. The healthy thing is really been a challenge, and we got to just get back to the best we have to offer. I think it's going to be darn good. That's
a really patient approach. Too patient, if you ask me. This defense was giving up big plays when Jamal Adams was healthy. And no matter how they feel about Darrell Taylor, how much can you really expect out of a rookie who's been rehabbing from injury during a COVID-shortened offseason? My solution to fix the Seahawks defense: get some outside help. Boop, 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 boop. Hello, I am an NFL executive. Would you like to make trade? Washington's Ryan Kerrigan, Cincinnati's Geno Atkins, or Carlos Dunlap. There are plenty of names that might be available to the Seahawks. You don't have a lot of draft capital to work with. You don't have a first or a third in next year's draft. You're also missing that first-round pick in 2022. But over the next two drafts, you do have a bunch of picks. On top of that, you've got players at positions of depth that maybe you could trade. How about David Moore, clearly the Seahawks' third wide receiver? Or maybe Jacob Hollister, especially with Colby Parkinson now healthy in that tight end room. So I'm hoping that the Seahawks make some sort of trade, because without bringing in some talent, I don't see how this Seahawks defense is going to get better by the end of the year.